Yes, everyone, you know what time it is. It's your boy Jack here and Dave, and we are doing the Motherwell versus Tottenham watch along here. Spurs are back, baby. We're going to be able to see the boys in the beautiful white kit. I must be honest, Dave, this is my favorite World Cup kit so far that I've been able to see. Looking forward to seeing the boys play. Actually, I'm looking at a certain lineup between Spurs and Motherwell here, Dave. And we also, in the Harris Army, seem to have a few kind of local Spurs fans too. The Motherwell area, and actually they definitely are looking for a result here. So this could end up being a bit more intense than we probably imagined. Some people really want this to be a comfortable result. But let's read aloud the lineup here, Dave, and then I'll get you in here, and then we'll get the Harris Army in here. We have Brandon Austin in goals. We get to see him. Davinson Sanchez, Dave, can never escape him. He's at right-sided center back, joined by Tanganga. First appearance for Tanganga of the season in the center of the back three. It is a 3-4-3, by the way. Charlie Sayers is the left-sided center back, so he has avoided putting Davinson Sanchez as the left-sided center back this time around. Matt Doherty is playing right wing back. Yves Bissouma is playing in the middle alongside Ollie Skip with the likes of Jed Spence, Dave. It looks like Jed Spence, at least. It says D Spence. Maybe there's another D Spence in the team
Uh,
that they found. I'm not sure. Perhaps Conte would do anything else but play him. But he actually has found, I guess, some way to play him. And it is Jed Spence, looking like as a left wing back, weirdly. And Matt Doherty is the right wing back, accordingly. I guess we'll find out. It's going to be Kulusevski is the right wing. We get to see Kulusevski sauce all over them, Dave. And it says Harvey White of some type as a number 9 with Brian Hill as the left wing. I'm just confused. Like, I really am. And perhaps maybe this lineup is entirely wrong according to Google, but there you are, everybody. It seems like a strange lineup of sorts that I'm seeing. But I don't know, Dave. Any maybe surprises there? Anything that you're kind of excited about? It looks like we will be seeing Jed Spence.
yeah, I just wonder will it be on the left or the right? Because don't forget he's got former player Matt Doherty on the left contest, so it'll be interesting to see whether Spence is on the left or the right. But look, this is an opportunity for Spence to try and showcase what he can do. I know it's behind the closed door friendly, this, that, and the other. But if I was him as the kid looking to try and get into the team, I'd be giving it absolutely everything. I'd be throwing my socks at it. So let's see if we can get a good performance out of Jedi. Now's his time to try and impress while a lot of players are away. And Gil Messi in there. Very, very excited about Gil Messi. Let's see what he can do. He's going to be the creative type, get on the ball, beat a few players, play some true balls in. And I'm really, really excited to see Harvey White as well. Really like this kid. Dead ball specialist, free kicks, corners, good shot on him as well. So again, another opportunity for this kid because he's been kept around. So let's see what
Absolutely
he can
right.
do.
The Lewis Park in the chat. Good to see you, everybody. If you haven't already, smash that like button while you're in here. The Lewis Park saying, work with a few Motherwell fans. So hopefully we win comfortably today so I don't have to listen to their nonsense. I definitely like to see that, Lewis Park. Like to see a bit of kind of edge, put into this game. I really thought this would be kind of a one that really no one would actually probably have any attachment to. But it's good to see that we got some local Harris Army in there when it comes to this one. A bit of a local Harris Army derby. This is the Lewis Park derby, Dave. Pick up, my man. Bobby K in the house. Carl Simpson. Big up, gents. I hope you are well. Nice to see a Spurs watch along again. Pick up, Carl, my man. You absolute legend. Good to see you in
Legend,
here,
Carl.
brother. Lisa's in the house as well, Dave. Big up, guys. Good morning, afternoon. Where is Lucas Moura? I guess still dealing with some sort of tendon injury, Lisa. I'm not really sure. But it seems like this is his last season, and
And he's
he's
way back
sort
to
of
Brazil.
he's his last season. He's kind of kicking back, Lisa, by the looks of things, in kind of his last season, just kind of hanging out, maybe more or less, just sort of feeling out the vibes of the training ground, not really calling himself available. But in all seriousness, I think he is probably feeling some type of injury that maybe just takes a lot longer to kind of recover from, and maybe with the intensity of the Premier League, not exactly the best sort of injury to try to recover from, because it seems like Conte, weirdly, Lisa, has some kind of a sympathy about this injury. He seems to know a bit about this injury, maybe because he went through it himself, if I'm not mistaken. But big up, Lisa. Mark Ivy in the house. I hope their mother and father is well. We're not getting the father. We're just getting the mother well today, Mark. Mia W. Good afternoon, lads. Carl Simpson. Hope Lancashire gets some minutes as he has been. As he has been reading it is Carl Simpson, or he has been tearing it up. Sorry, says Carl. But I think Lancashire, is this that guy that we bought for like 1 million or 2 million or something like that from Sheffield United, Dave? And
Yeah.
he's a big 6'1", 6'2" kind of teenager. These are kind of all the things that I really like about like a young player. In fact, Dave, when I'm even playing FIFA, I produce these kids like a farm, honestly, these 6'1", 6'2" teenagers. And it's good to see that the likes of Spurs has taking a look at a big number 9 potentially for the future. Who knows? A Harry Kane of the future in the youth academy. Thoughts on this?
Yeah, look, he was banging in goals for the Sheffield United underage team. Spurs went and got him in. Apparently, a lot of teams around England were looking at this guy. He's been tearing it up since he's come here, scoring goals for the underage setup. Let's see if he gets some minutes today. It'd be nice to see if he does get a few minutes and see where he compares to maybe a Troy Parrott or a Dane Scarlett. We've got good crop of youngsters. We've also got what's his name? Is it Jamie Donlan? He scored a cracker there a few weeks ago, but that guy's also been banging him in. He's doing it for about 2 years now. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets a run out as well, because as far as I'm aware, this game is all about players that have not gone to a World Cup.
Yeah, that's what at least I hope. And I guess for players that haven't gone to a World Cup, it does include Matt Doherty and Ribsy85 saying, Grandpa Doherty taking all the kids out to the park for a little kick around. So I guess Doherty is going to be.
Oh, I can't hear you, Jacko. Can't hear you. I'll log out and log back in just in case it's me.
No, Dave, I think it's me.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
It's me. I think my microphone is actually maybe messing up here. So I just switched to the computer mic. Sorry about that. But Dave, Ribsy85 saying Grandpa Doherty taking all the kids out for a park for a kick around. He's going to be doing the babysitting today, Mr. Doherty.
Yeah. Look, for me, you know my feelings on the guy. I don't think he's good enough, and that's why I'd rather play Jedi on the right and Doherty out at left wing back, because Doherty's more than enough time to prove on the right if he's good enough or not. Hasn't done it. And look, hopefully he's sick about not being at the World Cup, so hopefully gets his arse in gear for the Irish campaign so that we can qualify for the Euros.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Big up Israel Uncovered too, saying big up David and Jack. So nice to have the Mighty Spurs back. Very good to have the Mighty Spurs back. Certainly it is, Amir, and it's good to have you back in the house, my man. Shamtan, a great day in Spursville. Glad to be able to be part of a watch along with the dynamic duo. Good to see Spence and White getting a run out. I'm confused by the Harvey White kind of just him playing as a number 9. Is he playing like a false 9? Is he somehow grown? He's actually taller than you think. I think he is around 6 feet maybe. So he could technically play up there. I guess he can play a variety of positions, but I don't know. Maybe Google is just getting it wrong here. I mean, they are trying their best. It is only a friendly against Motherwell. I'm not going to really hold them too accountable for it there, Shem. But if that is the case, if they got it right, if they got it spot on, very strange lineup. Very, very strange lineup. And also Amir, Dave, just got back from Cork, he said. Love it over there in Ayr. So nice. I can't beat a pint of the Murphys, says Amir.
Yeah, look, Cork's a lovely county, my man. Very nice, especially the back end of Cork towards Kerry and stuff like that. Very, very scenic. Cork City is also a very nice city as well. I've had some good times down there with the Outlads, so that if you're watching, big yourself up. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a lovely county, Jacko, Cork. Big up, Amir. Look, I wouldn't have been able to get down to Cork anyway, but you should have given me a shout. I could have given you some nice places to go.
Definitely pick up Amir, you absolute legend. And David could have helped you out. Exactly right. Foggy Phone's been impressed with Lancashire.
I just got the bench here. Jack Donnelly on the bench, Lancashire, Niall John, Pascozzi, Santiago, the young Spanish kid that we have, Alfie Devine, Mundell, Whiteman, and Fagan Walker on the bench. It looks like we're going with a
3-5-2.
3-5-2, Jack. Gillen and Kulu up front.
Yeah, but potentially it says Harvey White. Maybe like it's on paper it says like kind of a 3-4-1-2 or kind of a what was it? Yeah, like a 3-5-2 basically in some sense, but maybe Harvey White venturing forward a bit more than the others. That could be interesting. He does
Be
have that.
interesting.
Yeah,
Be
he has that
interesting to see
pass.
what happens here, Jack. I wonder is he looking at potentially switching and playing Kane in that position when he gets back, and he's having a look at Kulu to see how well he does up front with Spence at right wing back. Be interesting, Jack, because Spence is at right wing back. So it'll be interesting if it's maybe a little glimpse now on that side into what's to come.
Yeah, it could be a little glimpse to see of what's to come. You're absolutely right, Dave. But I think we're going to also see if maybe, Jed Spence is perhaps the most competent ones that can maybe fill in as that sort of left wing back. Maybe you're right about that too, right? Because he can be sort of that maybe more dynamic choice of the ones available. But I don't know. It feels like Perisic and Sessegnon are the ones we have to choose from, but Sessegnon hasn't been too convincing. And maybe with Perisic, probably going to need some time to recover from the World Cup if they make a pretty big run. You could say Jed Spence, that could be his chance. He's going to try to find any way to get into this team. Let's be honest here. He's going to try to find any way to get into it. Just going to say hello to a few people in the house that have joined us. Good to see Zoe. Good to always see you. Nathan Black is in the house. Simon Cohen, Sammy Spurs, Derek Smith. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody. Yardman Kitchen. Wemberley is in the house. Good to see you, Wemberley. You absolute legend. And when it comes to Nathan, when it comes to watching it, it's on Spurs Play, my friend. It's on Spurs Play.
Yeah, it's over there on Spurs Play now, my man. It's live, so everybody.
I would say for this game alone, it's not worth it, the Spurs Play. Maybe Nathan, but there's plenty of other things on it that you can watch. I think you can technically still watch that Conte documentary, of course, about last season. There's just been a documentary released about the women's team. You can also watch back all the games in full, the Premier League games, whatever game I believe it is, Dave, right? You can watch back any of the games in full. So if you want to get it, I would say don't let this be the reason you're getting it, because it is a bit expensive. But at the same time, if you do end up using it a bit more, there are some, nifty little things about it for sure.
Yeah, no, there's a couple of look, it's decent enough for what you get. It's decent enough. Could be better, but hey ho. It's only up and running this year. Let's see what it's like next year.
Antonio Conte and the staff, Dave. Stellini looking the least cold, or probably Ryan Mason, actually. Ryan Mason not looking too cold, but it looks like Stellini and Antonio Conte, they're not going to take their hands out of those jackets unless they're very angry, is what I'm thinking.
They look absolutely freezing, Jacko.
It sort of feels like, Dave, in order for them to take their hands out of their jacket, it's going to take a real mistake from Sanchez or Tanganga or someone in the lineup here today in order for them to be that upset, because it looks like those hands are going to stay nice and warm in there. They probably even have hand warmers in there by the looks of things.
Oh, well, they need it, Jack. It was snowing here last night, so. But yeah, no, it doesn't look cold. Geez, they're a bit late on this kickoff, aren't they?
Taking the grand old time, David. It's a friendly, just rocking up and playing these Motherwell lads and Spurs players here. Zoe saying Ollie Gold. Oh, should I refresh? Are you already ahead of me, Dave?
No. The Motherwell players are just walking out now.
Yeah. That's what I'm seeing too.
But it does mean at least we're about to get underway. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jacko, the training pitch and the dugouts and all there, it's class.
Of course it's class, Dave. I mean, it's the greatest training ground in the world, the greatest facilities in the world.
It's a serious setup. If you're an underage kid, you'd love playing there, lad.
Looks like the Motherwell players don't even know what side they're playing on here. They're already lost. They don't even know where they are, Dave, at this stage. Ali Gold saying Emerson picked up a knock, hoping the knock is a transfer in the pipeline, says Zoe. It can be translated. Knock at the door from maybe a certain Inter Milan for a Dumfries trade, Zoe, perhaps. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely love it. We have Zer. I'm going to just say Zer. Big up, my man. Or Zer Ace. And he says, big up, Dave and Jack. Is there anywhere I can watch the game? It's on Spurs Play, my friend. There's not really any live streams that I know about. It's on Spurs Play. Like I said before, I wouldn't say this should be the reason you should get it. There probably should be other reasons you would get it. But if you do really feel desperate to see this game and you want to see the boys wearing this beautiful kit, like I said before, my favorite World Cup kit so far this season, feel free to do so, my man. It's on Spurs Play.
But
we will stick around and we will be announcing what's going on in this game. And even I'm seeing a bit of a kickabout from Ollie Skip here. He can't be asked to be standing around in this cold here. Ollie Skip. He's gonna have a little nice kickabout.
No, you've got to. Who's that number 9, Harvey White? He looks similar to Harry Kane, similar Bill Jacko. Can he produce some moments? I really want him, Jed, and Gill to really play well today. For me, they're my pick of the youngsters. It's
like a football manager moment.
Huh?
It's like a football manager moment, seeing Harvey White converted to a striker in this sort of situation. You see how he can do. Basically playing, I guess he's not even really playing as a striker. He's going to be playing just kind of through the middle a lot, maybe a bit higher up than the others. It'd be interesting. But him wearing the number 9 kit is hilarious.
Spence wearing number 7. Let's see him do a few step overs, Jack. It'd be brilliant. Mm-hmm. But big up Simon Cohen as well. Good to see you, brother. I hope you're keeping well. It's great to see Doherty being shifted out to left back, Jack, or left wing back, because he doesn't deserve to play a right wing back and move Jed Spence out of position. He's had long enough to nail that position. So I'm delighted that Jed Spence gets to play on the right. So let's see what he can do. And what I will say is the likes of Harvey White, the likes of Gill Spence, don't treat this like it's a preseason friendly, because it's essentially what this is. You've got to go out there and give the very best account of yourself if you want to stick around at Tottenham Hotspur. So if you see other players just passing the ball left or right, this, that, or the other, don't get sucked into it. You have to prove something. So make sure you get after it again today. Make sure you do the very best you can. And
I've kicked off over here, everybody, so you can sync up with me if you're watching on Spurs Play, if you like. And we're already playing back over to the keeper here, to Tanganga. Spence is already on the right wing back, actually, at the moment. He's already skimmed past his man.
Oh, that's beautiful by Jedi. Go on, Jedi. Look at that. He's about to whip out the lightsabers. Free kick. Give him a yellow, ref. Harvey White being took down. Should be a yellow. Took down the counterattack.
Beautiful little play from Jed there, Dave. Already, he's hungry, as you were just saying. He's hungry to make things happen.
Good. That's
nice play. And Kulusevski here wearing the number 10. He wants to wear the number 10 while Harry Kane is gone.
Go on, Kulu.
Jed. Ooh!
Shout to Jedi.
Hill Messi.
Good ball. Gill. Go on, Howard Wolowitz. Oh, I think we're like 2 seconds or 3 seconds between us, Jack.
Here, I'll try to fix it.
No, I'll refresh mine.
Maybe try queuing with the watch along, Dave. You never know. Level Earth, it's on Spurs Play, my friend. It's on Spurs Play, my friend. Vineeth, good to see you.
Suma.
Oh, looks like we have someone logging in, Dave.
Into ours?
Yeah, because I got booted.
Do you know what? That's probably my old lad. Right, give me a minute. Is there any way we can share this stream? No.
You can try to share. Or I'll try.
The old lad's saying I'm dying to get in and watch the game.
I warn you of that kind of thing, Dave.
Oh, yes! 1-0 to Tottenham. Who is it? Is it Basuma? No, it's Kulu.
Kulu,
I think it was Harvey White with the setup.
The outlet spoiled the goal.
The outlet's sitting at home celebrating right now.
It's proper housery from the outlet there.
Who wins it back? Gill Messi wins it back. It's he forces the cross into the box. Kulu, 1 touch and slides it by the keeper. 1-0 to Tottenham. Great harassment by Gill Messi. Honestly, he's probably going to be brought up on charges, but that's brilliant finish. Kulu with the little deft finish. Just let me know, Jack, and I log out so you can log in to share it.
Yeah, I'm setting it up at the moment.
Sorry about this, lad. See how, lad, I can't say that until, lad. Oh, come on, Spurs. 1-0 to the good. That's what we want to see. And it's a free kick on the edge of the box here as well. Give this to Harvey White. Basuma wins the free kick. What's the Motherwell player crying for? Oh, no, it was Gill that wins the free kick. Basuma's standing over the free kick, wants to take it. See if Basuma can hit top bins.
I'm putting it in the private chat for us, Dave.
Yeah. At least now we could be synced up anyway, Jacko. Yeah.
THFC till I die. Big up, you guys. Great to see you back. Big up, my friend.
Big up, Dermot.
Too bloody easy, says Ribsy. I mean, it's looking like the Aussies right now, just slicing through them, and hopefully we can keep it going. Kulusevski standing over a free kick here. Or Basuma. Whoa, hits it into the freeway.
Basuma.
Wow, hits it into the motorway. You have to feel bad for anybody on the M1 there, Dave. I mean, they weren't expecting, that sort of kind of...
Some kid will see something flying over his car. I think it's Santa.
No, I wasn't even good enough to fake it, Carl. I should have tried to fake it. But like I said, the outlad pulled a quick one on me there. He didn't want me to see Kulusevski's goal.
Oh, come on, Kulu. I'm buzzing for him. Back. Just starting the way he needs to go on, Jacko. Things you love to see. All right, come on, Spurs. Come on, let's go and get 2, 3, 4-0. Honestly, I'm so glad to have us back, and I don't even care that it's behind this closed doors friendly, Jacko. I'm just so buzzing to be back, man. You know how long I've been waiting for this.
You love to see that there's that pole in the way as well, the camera. I mean, that is just glorious.
Honestly, I got hard on when he announced the behind the closed doors friendly. I was like, nice, we're back.
Oh, it's the best World Cup kit we've seen so far, Dave. I mean, it's looking glorious. This is my favorite World Cup game. Ollie Skip goes for a nice little ping.
Good switch.
Into Kulusevski. World-class touch.
Jedi.
Spence here. Ooh.
Oh, lovely little step over into Basuma.
That's Tanganga. Skipping Basuma. Saucing around.
Just give it to Jedi. He wants it. He wants it. Look at that. Little roll back. Back to Basuma.
But he's looking forward every time he gets it, the Jedi.
Yeah. Which I like. Basuma. Playing a little 1-2 with Harvey White. Now out to Skippy. Skippy, lovely little turn. Great play into Gil.
Messi's got to do better there.
Loses it. Yeah, he's got to do it. He just bounced off him. I was like, give me that, you twerp.
Yeah, that's why he's got to go to the Scottish League, Dave.
Win that. Well done, Gil. Harvey White mops up.
The Premiership would toughen up, Mr. Messi.
Tanganga out to Jedi. Jedi back to manhandler Tanganga.
Sanchez through the middle here. Scary.
Fuck me. He actually made a complete pass. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Messi! Oh, tried to pull it back to Kulu, Dave. He had eyes on the back of his head there, Messi.
Oh, this is a great start to my day. Go on, press that keeper. What's the story of Fraser Forster? Why is Brandon Austin in goals?
Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. Maybe they'll play Fraser later, or who knows? Maybe they're playing Fraser in the I don't know. I just think we'll talk about this later at some stage. I think Fraser needs to be given more starts. I'm worried about Hugo. Worried about Hugo right now.
He's looked dodgy at the World Cup as well. If I was England, I'd be popping off shots from distance at him. Every opportunity you get, pop at him. Kulu loses the ball.
Ribsy85 celebrating 16 months. It's the training ground. He hits it that bad. He should have to chase the bloody thing and fish it out of the creek. Pick up, lads. Come on, Spurs. I mean, you already have to feel bad for the ball boys in the stadium for having to pick up some of the shots that go into the stands, Ripsy. Now they're having to be running across motorways, going into rivers, creeks, with some of these hits now. I mean, it's already bad enough. They're actually probably thankful that Moon Boots isn't here, actually, because they know they wouldn't have to fish that many out probably today, considering. So if anything, they were probably some of the few that were celebrating Eric Dyer going on the England squad, because that actually meant fewer balls they had to fish out of the creek, each and every day from the training ground, Ribsy. So there's a positive in that, my man. But Dave, absolutely agree with Ribsy here. I think that you have to feel bad for the ball boys today having to fish out Basuma's shot.
Oh, 100%. I don't think it was in their remit that they had to cross the M1, across the channel over to France to get the ball back, to be honest
It
with
might
you,
need some
Jack.
fishing gear, if anything, Dave. Yeah, put on some, like some fly fishing gear to try to get the ball back.
Catch some lovely mackerel for the boys when they're finished. But big up Ribsy, though, man. That's absolutely unbelievable support. 16 months, my man. Absolute legend. And really, really appreciate and I've really enjoyed every moment of it as well with you, my man. So big yourself up, brother. And everyone else, feel free to grab them memberships, because me and Jack have actually been working behind the scenes. We've got some new things coming your way, but we also, we're going to be putting up stuff in there for like the podcast and stuff like that a few days before we do it. So you guys can give us suggestions. You guys can basically just, shape the podcast and give us stuff to talk about and stuff like that. So it's well worth it. So do feel free to grab the memberships, guys. Especially, look, we understand not everybody can super chat and stuff like that, but just a channel membership, either the $1.99 one or the $4.99 one, goes an absolute long way.
And Ripsy, really
ideally
appreciate
we want a cult. We want a cult with everybody with a badge beside their name. That's what we want, Tottenham cult. But might not happen.
Ripsy, really appreciate the continued support over this length of time as well, my man. You absolute legend. And good to see you being on the fan shows as well.
I was raging he left the last day, Jack, on. Just so close to getting to me.
He's coming on a lot more, though. He's coming on a lot more, and it's good to see Ripsy, having the, maybe either staying up for us or waking up early for us, whatever it may be. But Ripsy, we appreciate it, my man.
I wanted to speak to him. I was holding back. I could have asked this all night, but I was holding it back to ask Ripsy about, is Paratici being criticised or more because he's more visual than what Steve Hitchin was. I was dying to speak to him, but big up. We've also got Michael in the house as well. Great to see you. Says Foster can't even get on the bench. I wonder, is he just being held back, my man? And then we've got Schultz. Is that no? It's not even. I'm seeing things. It's ACEK9. I don't know where I got Schultz from.
Someone logged us out again, Davo.
What's going on? Can't be.
Who'd you give all the links to, Dave? Who'd you give you're too kind. You're too kind, Dave. The whole Harris family is trying to get in here.
No, me, you, and the Outlaw are the only one that has it.
It doesn't matter. I refreshed it. I'm back in there. Maybe Daniel Levy's trying to save a penny and, has the link too, Dave. You never know. Or Paratici. Probably we get Paratici the Spurs play link, and he's trying to get in, Dave, while he's, in Italy, finessing the deals and all those things. It's understandable.
Well, the Olat's saying he's having problems going as well. He says there's too many people. So, as far as I'm aware, it's only me, you, and the Ola that has it. So, the two of us should be able to watch it.
Maybe a cheeky password change at halftime. Adrian Chia, big up, lads. On the way home, relying on you for the updates. We'll get on it for you, Adrian. And looks like we're responsible for the scripts then for the time being until you get home then, Adrian. Do have to apologize. Should have let me know about that, Adrian, because like I said, don't want you to have to be too worried about it. We'll take over for now when it comes to the scripts. Looks like a comfortable performance, but giveaway there from Spurs. Getting a little lucky. It looked like Charlie Sayers probably getting a little relaxed on the ball, you would say, Adrian. But it's looking comfortable for us. But 1-0 right now. Probably would like for it to be 2-0. I think the more we get it into Hill Messi and Kulusevski and Jed Spence here, the more that we're probably going to find ourselves making this a comfortable afternoon over at the Tottenham training ground. Big up, Adrian. You absolute legend. Hollywood Hotspur. Good to see you.
Big up, Adrian. What script have you got for us today, my man? Have you had time to write one? Oh, good ball in behind, unlucky. Decent attempt by Kulu to try and set, who was that? Basuma in behind.
Top of the morning, gents from LA. Hollywood Hotspur, you are up very, very early, my friend. And that probably means it's not, is it even coffee time? 5 a.m. It's probably coffee time. I would say 4 a.m. It's either, you've just stayed up and been an absolute crazy person, or you've been able to somehow wake up early enough to get the coffee going and be able to watch the Spurs. Big up Hollywood Hotspur. Absolute beautiful dedication there.
Yeah, big up Hollywood Hotspur as well. Big up Paul. Good to see you. Paul from Oz. Great to see you back. Jordan Stevens. Great to see you, my man. Absolute legend. He says, Basuma's free kick just landed in my garden. Hopefully didn't take any washing off the line, my man. Sammy Spurs said, Gaza would have loved this pitch. He'd come back for a week later with the ball. Yeah, 100%. He used to love that, didn't he? I'll go off and get that, and then he disappears. Also, big up Cara Simpson says, followed you for so long, and best thing I did was become a member. Big up Cara Simpson,
you, Carl.
man. And
Absolutely
good to see you and
Carl.
Ian as well.
Carl, I've been here forever, man. Been here longer than I have, Carl. Absolutely.
Part of furniture.
Paul Beatty, shame on Richarlison, Dyer, Perisic, Lloris for putting countries ahead of this titanic battle with the mighty Motherwell. It really is. I can't even believe they hadn't thought about it. Paul, really, especially Richarlison. I mean, Golden Boot winner for the World Cup, maybe a Hattie against Motherwell. I don't know. I mean, what would you rather have, I guess, but we'll find out. Kulusevski is just getting back into the shape of things, and lovely to see that he's kind of getting some of those kind of poor shots out of his bag, because that was quite shocking, if you ask me there. But at least he saved the decency of hitting the fence instead of hitting it onto the motorway like Basuma did.
Oh, I love that. Love that. Big up Mr. Fitzpatrick as well. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're keeping well. Big
up, John. Ian Ferguson, morning all. Decided to wear my Spurs kit to the office today, but totally forgot about the friendly. He's just it's just in your blood. You just knew. It was almost like sonar or something like that, Ian. You just knew there was a Spurs game today. Just like something about you, like subconsciously, you just knew, Dave. Yeah. Oh, what a tackle from Harvey White. Harvey White, wow. Dave.
That was old school. I absolutely clattered him. Gill. It's a cross in. Well done. Who was that? Sanchez or Tanganga? Not the best of clearances. There. Not the best of clearances.
These beautiful trees that Daniel Levy is playing. Ooh.
Oh, it's a shot from distance. Brandon Austin does well to get behind that.
These beautiful trees Daniel Levy has planted near the training ground do have a pretty bad overcast shadow, I would say, at this noon kind of time period, Dave.
It's all about keeping Extinction Rebellion happy, Jack. That's why they're planted.
Oh, good pass in to Harvey White. Who played that? I think it was Tanganga.
Gill. Oh, no, it's not Gill. It's Doherty. And he slows everything down because he uses a loose ball. Wow. Fucking crap. Take him off, you shit. Play Sawyers out there. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with the guy? He's only back. I think he's only back 15 minutes. He's already upset me. Fuck. Jesus Christ, get your head up. You've got Gill, you've got Kulu, you've got Spence bombing down the outside. I know what I'll do. I'll run into a red wall, idiot. Fucking hell.
If only actually he was on this right-hand side, because there would be this pole that would be in the way, and we wouldn't have to watch him.
Fed up of him.
Dave, if he was on this right-hand side, this pole would actually be in the way, so we wouldn't have to watch him.
Oh, he's just so bad, man. He's already. Oh.
Pass into Brandon Austin. Whoa. A little heavy there, Brandon.
Passes here. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. He got away with that one. Jedi. Back to...
nice little ping from Charlie Sayers to Jedi, though. That was lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon
Austin. It was a bit risky myself, but he got there. Gail, don't give it to Doherty. Just blank him. Sanchez. White and Skip combining between them. Basuma. Good clip round the corner for Spence. He's looking for runners in behind. Tries to play one in behind for Kulu. Good play. And he's gone again. Oh, it's out for Tottenham throw-in. That'll do. Come on, Tottenham. Should be 2-0 up. But Matt Doherty decides to waste one. Go on, Gil. Out to Matt Doherty. Pulls it back onto his right to swing it in.
Ooh, Jed!
Oh! Someone go for the overhead. Basuma. It's a free out. It's a soft free out. All he's done is challenge for the ball. I guess you're not allowed to challenge anymore, Jack. I guess you're not allowed to jump off the ground. It's illegal.
It's friendly is the name. It doesn't need to be friendly by the referee here. I mean, it's supposed to be real action. We're supposed to be getting the boys back in shape here, referee. Hollywood Hotspur jersey numbers are quite confusing at 5 a.m. I mean, I once tried to watch at 5 a.m. for the World Cup games, Hollywood Hotspur. I could barely even see straight when when I'm waking up at that sort of time. I didn't even know what team I was rooting for. Big up Hollywood. Ian Ferguson, death, taxes, and Dave going nuclear over Matt Doherty. Nature is indeed healing. It's good to see that the balance of the force, the orbit of the Earth is back to normal, Ian. That's good to see. Very good to see.
It's just dumb shit, you know? It's just like, Jesus Christ, just move the ball. Like that there, I've seen happen with Ireland time and time and time again. You know, I feel like
what a tackle again from Harvey White.
Go on, give it to Spence. Come on, Spence.
Oh, he's through here.
Spence,
it, son.
Oh, he tried to make the keeper, but he still has it. Oh,
heavy touch there, sir. You didn't even touch him.
That. He tried to make the keeper. Pace of him though, Jack. He was gone.
It was, Dave. It was like a gazelle with a fresh pair of heels. There, it really was.
He was gone. No replays, no.
I think he doesn't really get those sort of real game sort of kind of scenarios there. So I think next time he gets that, he's going to bury it. Lovely play from Kulu.
What a ball by Kulu.
Oh, he tried to meg him. Yeah,
keeper read him.
Keeper went for like an odd one though. The keeper didn't, go low. He kind of jumped while closing his legs. Quite odd there.
I think the reason why he done that is he doesn't want to be clipped around him into the near post. So he tries to stay big while closing his legs. But yeah, it was look, keep it out at all costs, Jack. We're in again. Oh, come on, Kulu.
Oh, wow! I didn't know Motherwell had Neuer on their team.
You got lucky. Lovely
play from number 24.
I like the way Gill still tried to get after him, though. He didn't give up. Motherwell on the ball.
You see Hill point after him. Yeah, he pointed after him just to say, nice player. Pointed after him saying, I'm going to skin you, next time I get it here.
Who's that ball in?
Tanganga's, I think, looked okay, actually. Matt Doherty with a bit of a hospital into Basuma. Here we are.
Great play out. No, who gave that away? Skip. That was shit.
Good block from Doherty.
We're starting well, though, Jacko. We're playing some decent enough football, keeping possession, knocking it about. We're doing all right.
Yeah, definitely.
1-0 up to the good, 20 minutes in, can't complain. Defensively, we're doing all right as well.
Love to see a hat trick for Jed. What's going on here? VAR?
He's taking his sweet ass time, isn't he?
Or the coaches. Is that Antonio? Please tell me that's Stellini trying to fish out a ball.
What's he doing looking in the bushes?
They got to find every ball, Dave. They can't, can't be just wasting.
That's old school.
That'd be glorious if it was Stellini or Conte, like trying to jump the fence, like jumping in a bush, trying to get a ball.
They're probably trying to look for a journalist, Jack. There's probably a journal in there with a camera somewhere.
Sir!
They're in. Oh, well mopped up.
Whoa.
Charlie Sawyer.
Tanganga doing that there is a little, it's a little bold. Jed Spence carrying it up the pitch, playing it back.
To Tanganga. Across to Sanchez. Sanchez looking for options.
Jesus, Sanchez loves a good hospital into Basuma. He loves it.
Out to Sawyers. Sawyers into Skip. Skip back to Sanchez. Move it out here to Tanganga. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? Tanganga, manhandler. Out to Jedi. Knock it around the corner. Good pass into the middle.
Lovely boys.
Move. See what happens when you've got a right wing back, Jack, that can actually pass a football. You can get moves going. Oh, go on, Kulu. Kulu's putting the effort in here. I like that. He doesn't really have to. Oh, it's a loose ball. It's a good ball out to Gil Messi, the prophet.
Gil Messi. Nice place it to go. Plays it across goal. Harvey White, you got to stand there, my friend. You can't be
he's got to wait for that ball to come across.
Yeah, don't run past the goalkeeper.
He's practically in the net. He wanted to score so badly. He ran into the net. Back to Brandon Austin. Brandon Austin slowing it down, looking for Sanchez to come and take the ball. Don't give it to him. Thank you. He's gone out to Shockerty. Header back inside to Sawyers.
Levy gives them one bag of balls at the start of the season.
yeah. Don't lose them.
Comes out of the paycheck after that. Comes out of the paycheck after that receipt. It's like giving away the kids.
Let's ask the audience, whose paycheck do you think that ball's coming out of?
That'd be hilarious.
Let us know.
Big up, Zoe. Spence is looking good going forward. Yeah, he really is. He's just been different, is what I would say. Just so different from the rest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Austin! Jesus, he's lucky that's gone. How has that gone wide? I really don't know how that's gone wide off Shields.
I'm gonna refill the coffee.
Christ, we got away with that. Who passes it back? Sawyer's grand pass back. Brandon Austin, he's just got to go with that first time. He's too lackadaisical. Jesus Christ. That's shocking. He won't be getting another minute ever again. Is he American, Jack, or is he English? Because I know he was on loan at the MLS. Austin. Sawyers. Back to Austin again. Do not do a repeat. Into Sanchez. Sanchez looking to play out. Good play. Matt Doherty into the midfield. This is some lovely play out from the wingbacks into the midfield. Oh, beautiful. Doherty into White. It's a lovely ball over the top for Gil Messi. He's on the charge here. He picks it up. He gets on the end of it. He's looking to play someone. Look at Spence. Get your head up. He's free as a bird. He's gone out wide to Matt Doherty on the overlap. Good cross into the box. Jed Spence. Oh, he's just gone over his head. He absolutely flies in at that, and he goes to chase down the keeper as well. He's having a good few minutes, Jed Spence. Jeez, he was minuscule away from that. He absolutely flew over the top of his man to try and get on the end of that. Loving how much he's trying to impress. But what move from Tottenham? Working the ball all the way from the goalkeeper down the left-hand side and getting a good ball into the box. Absolutely terrific work down that side between Sawyers, Doherty, White and Gill. Absolutely brilliant work from them all. It was so close. Jedi Spence absolutely flying in like a rocket. Nasser trying to sign him right now. It's absolutely unbelievable. What an effort. John Langford says, Merry Xmas, Jack and Dave need 3 players in January. Spence would look better with the first team backline. Couldn't agree more. Mia says the ball belongs to Daniel Levy. Make sure you return it. So he says, oh my God, Spence is the answer. TM says Spence going to start over Matt. Rales says, come on, you Spurs. And Carl Simpson says Spence needs to be given a chance in the first team. Now, and Paul, he says he's got the address of THFC on there just in case they go over the fence. Definitely do, my man. Definitely do. Who's down injured here? Oh, no, this isn't good. Who's down injured? Antonio Conte sporting the beanie hat today. He looks like, do you know when them robbers out of Home Alone? That's what he looks like. He looks warm, though. I need to get myself one of them jackets. Just a bit of a water break here.
Sorry about that, Dave. Just need to get a new coffee. It's still early this time. I haven't even had a dyer yet. It's still that early in the morning.
Jack, you nearly missed Jed Spence's first goal, lad. Oh, lad, unbelievable play down the left, right, between Sawyers, Doherty and Gill. Great play down the left, and White as well. And then the ball comes across. Jack, when I said Jed Spence jumped over his man, not even headed to try and get to it, I literally mean it. And the ball just missed his head by that much. So close.
Unlucky then. I mean, he could have a brace then. He's doing that well. He's throwing himself at every chance he can get. Basuma walking off.
You look at it down the left and the right. You know, look at the position Spence is picking up compared to Matt Doherty. You know.
Oh. What did Basuma walking off though, Dave? Was that a poor injury, bad injury?
Picked up a knock.
Did it look like a real injury of any kind, or do you think he'll be okay?
No, he's back on there, isn't he? That's him there, number 8.
Oh, okay. Good to see.
Yeah. No, it was just I think he got a fucking knee in the back going up for a challenge. We'll see if he's okay now. Yeah, he's all right.
I think Tanganga's looked better than the other center backs on the ball today. I don't want to speak too soon, but he has looked better.
Who is doing this? I don't know. Maybe it's just them. Just keep putting us back in. I'm going to change the password.
Oh, Matt Doherty.
Oh, yes! Who scored? Matt Doherty on the right foot. Come
I'm
on,
not trying to
Spurs.
make us miss the goals, I swear, Dave.
No, it's not the Owlad. The Owlad's watching it as well. I don't know who it is.
I'm kidding. Matt Doherty with the goal, though, everybody. Cutting inside. He's rocking a better beard now this time. Someone's told him and made him realize that the mustache just wasn't it. And now he's scoring goals for Tottenham Hotspur. Kulusevski cutting inside. Basuma flicks it on to Messi. Messi holds it up for Matt Doherty. Doherty cuts inside, gets a little lucky by the Motherwell player. The Motherwell player maybe just didn't do the scouting report here because he dives in thinking that Doherty is going to shoot it with his left. I mean, Doherty never shoots it with his left.
Oh, that's shocking goalkeeping. That's right down the middle.
Yeah, it's pretty poor all around. But Matt Doherty with the second, everybody.
Oh, lovely ball around the corner there. Who tried to play that?
Lewis Park Doherty trying to impress for his move to Motherwell next season.
Keep it in. Well done.
Sanchez, man on. Lovely.
Great turn by. Who was that? Who's done that turn?
Thank you, sir.
Great turn.
Messi setting him up. What a goal by Docadinho, says the Outlad. Oh, this is just not good. This is just not good. This is why we didn't want him to see it today, because he gets to see his favorite player, Matt Doherty, and against his new team, Motherwell.
And I'm just saying, whoever's trying to log into my Spurs place, stop. Me and the Outlad are watching the game, so stop trying to log in. Not happening.
Jets fans.
Oh.
God, Jets fans is looking.
The Outlad, it was a shocking finish. It was right at the keeper's throw. It was a fumble, but at the end of the day, good cutback, good strike, got the goal. So happy days.
I love just the random Spurs staff that are just standing around watching the game, but also acting as ball boys at the same time. It really is. It's really nice to watch.
Let me know what you think of Jed so far. Jedi, he's been good.
Basuma getting clipped. Harvey White, Kulusevski. Oh, lovely. Messi.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that is filthy by Gill. Oh, he nearly lobs the keeper. What an effort. Gets on the ball, just maneuvers it lovely onto his left foot. Look at that. One touch. What a strike. Nearly loops the keeper. Good recovery by the keeper to get on the end of that and push it out. What are we looking at? VAR here. This is ridiculous.
Brian Lee, cheers from Chicago. Thanks for the updates, gents. Big yourself up, Brian. You're absolute legend. And hopefully you know that Spurs are 2-0 up against Motherwell. You don't have to worry. You don't have to go into work or anything or wake up this morning nervous at all. Looks like at the moment in time, Spurs are kind of making a bit of a training ground game at the moment. It's exactly what we wanted it to be.
Yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see. And we're knocking the ball around nicely, actually, Jack. You know, we're knocking the ball around very nice, which is good to see. At least we're not chasing after ball. At least we're on it. I like that.
Carl Simpson, Spence needs to be given a chance in the first team now. With how well he's playing, Dave, we all know he needs to be given a chance, but I don't know. Like, can we read a lot into this, or is this something you can't read too much into? How do you see it?
I think you can, Jack. I said before the game, I asked the kid to not get caught into it being a friendly, moving it left or right. You know, make sure you understand this is your up at the water switch you play. Make sure this is you realize this is your opportunity and take it. And I think he's put his name in the ring, to be honest with you. Jacko, has he been disastrously worse than what Emerson and Doherty have been this season? No. You know, for me, so far, I think he's given a good account of himself. So, look, it's only 32 minutes in. Let's see how the rest of the game goes. But it can't be any worse than what we're seeing down that side. Like, I don't remember Jed actually losing the ball so far yet, to be honest. Like, even just passing it. How many times have we seen our wingbacks pass it inside and they just can't pass it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But he's also, like, looking forward most of the time. He's not even trying to go backwards or sideways like Emerson and Doherty do.
Oh, go on, Kulu.
Oh,
that's a filthy ref. That's a free kick.
Ref.
How's he not giving that? He must be blind.
Messi putting the center back under pressure here.
Jed Spence, number 7, flying down the wing.
Don't tell me he's now fighting for Doherty over Jed Spence.
If he does, I'm gonna have to take the turkey and ham off his Christmas dinner, Jack. To be honest, make him kind of think about it for next year, so that he does actually get his turkey and ham.
I don't even know then, Dave, if the hike is long enough to really get his head straight. I think you might need like a whole like hike through Europe. You know, one of those backpacking trips through Europe probably.
Across the Alps.
Yeah, you're going to need to go through the
across
Alps, exactly, Dave, to get his head straight. You're going to need more than just a regular
Do
hike.
you know what though, Jack? That's a present to him. That's actually not a suffer. That's a present to him.
Sanchez giving away a present. Doesn't he? Jeez,
on.
dude, you know where he's going, bro. The goal is the other way.
You animal! Oh, he's an animal.
Shocking from Sanchez. Oh, lovely from Basuma.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous from Basuma.
Matt Shockerty.
Oh. Gives it away. Getting a little bit end-to-end here.
Someone closed down the effort.
Hill Messi's confidence just seems to keep growing and growing. Hoping he can get involved more in the second half of the season. Me too, Lewis Park. The good thing about Hill, though, is that we know that there are going to be a lot of loan moves available to him, though, where he could get lots of playing time and continue to develop and become a better player. Even if he doesn't stick around at Spurs for the rest of the season, it's not like Dave, he's going to struggle for suitors. I think that in January, like he's going to get plenty of people interested in playing him. And that means a good thing, though, right? Where Spurs then can pick which one is best for Hill, which one they think he's going to be guaranteed minutes, etc., which is all good things. Oh, Kulu!
Oh, go on, Kulu. Oh,
wow, last minute defending there.
The thing is with Gil, Jack, everybody can see there's an absolute baller in there. You know, it's just, for me, I think it's just a waiting game now, you know, until maybe other things click with him where he starts doing it on a more regular basis than what we're seeing. But also he has to be given that chance as well. But look, I think for me, I'm happy with the getting rid of Lamela and paying the money for Gil, because for me, there's a player there. There's a real player in there. And I think that's what the most encouraging thing is. We're not loaning him out looking for him to, you know, like we're just basically loaning him out just to get used to the physicality of things and stuff like that and all, you know. But there's a real player in there. Like the way he shifted that ball and then got the shot off as well. That's unbelievable technique.
Yeah.
Oh,
the glare on the camera here. Yeah, just a second. Just refreshing the chat here. Big up Dark Sun G. Just refreshing the chat so I can get it up on screen for him.
He's gone down. Basuma. He's been through the wars this half.
Yeah, they're really, maybe they did a bit of scouting report on him. They've really given him a knock in here.
No, I'm happy with how we're playing. Nice early little Christmas present for us. And then our next game is what? The 21st? Against Nice, isn't it? At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They better show that one on Spurs Play as well. If they don't, I'll be angry. Go on, put the pressure on Harvey. Go on, Harvey.
Maybe they'll make the Nice coaching staff be the ball boys for that one.
I tell you, is it me, Jack, or does Harvey White look like he's growing a bit?
I think he has grown a bit. Like I saw a photo, Dave, the photo of them in front of the Christmas tree. He's as tall as Kulusevski.
Yeah. He's grown a bit. He also looks like he's filling out.
I don't know. Maybe he's always been that tall, and maybe he's just beat
No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
Interesting. So yeah, he's gone through a bit of a growth spurt. Because you kind of think about it, right? Harry Winks, maybe and him used to be probably a similar size, but now he looks like he was much taller than Ollie Skip. He was like kind of a full head taller than Ollie Skip. Yeah, Ollie Skip, of course, has like as Ian Ferguson likes to say, Ollie Skip has like the body and the shoulders of like a coal worker, you know, a union man. Like it's just a steel. He's made of steel. Ollie Skip.
Just when you looked at Harvey White before, you kind of knew, kid in a man's game. But when you look at him now, lad, he's like you said, he's as big as Kulu, but he's also filling out a little.
Yeah. And Dark Sun G says, today it's Perisic versus Richie in the World Cup, and soon it's Lloris versus Kane. We still have our key players playing in the World Cup. I hope one of ours win the World Cup. Yeah, still hoping that maybe Romero or Richie, it looks like, could be the ones probably hoisting the World Cup. It feels like Dark Sun G, and that feels really good to see that we could have a Spurs player winning it for us. Absolutely right, my friend. Kane versus Lloris, though, Dark Sun G. I think the Forster. I'm getting on the Forster train with you, Dark Sun G. I was a little late. Hopefully you can allow me on. Hopefully you weren't leaving the station too soon or anything with the Forster kind of love train or the Forster respect train, because I'm starting to think that Lloris is looking very, very sketchy. And even in the World Cup, I thought he's looked sketchy in some games. So maybe Kane could kind of take advantage of his teammate and start firing some shots at him. You never know, Dark Sun G. That's what I would be doing if I were Harry Kane. Perisic versus Richie. As much as I love the itches, I think they're probably going to get taken over by the Brazilians. The Brazilians look so good, and Richie has looked so good. I must say, very valiant effort by the South Koreans, but the way that the Brazilians are playing, you might as well have lost to probably the team that could be winning this World Cup. So I don't really think there's any shame in that, Dark Sun G, losing to a team that looks like basically the strongest team at the moment in time, if you ask me. So I think a very, very strong effort from South Korea, my friend, and good to see you in here, and looking forward to that game, though, nonetheless, the itches versus Richie. And I do hope we get a World Cup winner. Bentancur, though, and Højbjerg did come home early, Dark Sun G, which is good. And seeing our midfielders get a rest is always nice. Kulu!
Oh, push it back!
Oh! Hail Messi! Come on!
The best
Vamos!
Come on!
Hail Messi!
What's that coming over the gill? It's Gil Messi. It's Gil Messi.
Harvey White with that ball in behind. Gorgeous ball.
Great play by Kulu. Just holds it.
Harvey White's also secretly had a good game.
He's had a very good game, Jack.
He's looked good. Oh, lovely.
Coming over the hill, it's Gil Messi.
Oh, megged him on the finish as well.
Gil
Messi.
The old lad says, hopefully Brazil will be dancing on the plane home. Yeah, the dancing was a bit piss-takey, to be honest. But that, Gil Messi just scored. What I will say to you is, what's that coming over the hill? It's Gil Messi. It's Gil Messi. Come on. And Dark Sun G, beat yourself up. Yeah, good showing by your country, my man, in the World Cup, to be fair to them. A very good showing. You've done very well, getting out of the group you did. Absolutely unbelievable. Very good count to yourself, and definitely something to work on moving forward, my man. Big yourself up, Dark Sun G. Good to see you back.
Tanganga's looked much better than
he's looked decent. Just buzzing for Gil.
Sanchez is actually, and there it is on cue, gives it away.
Absolutely buzzing for Gil. Big up, Chris Hagenbar. Good to see you, my man.
Basuma.
He's been good as well. Oh, no. Jinx. Commentator's curse. Tanganga. To Skip. To White. Lovely ball back.
But yeah, Dark Sun G. Last thing I would say is that Højbjerg, Bentancur, seeing them getting back home early, I guess, is also a good thing, though. They get time to rest. And also Bentancur actually now has time to recover from his injury.
I think he's going to miss the Brentford game, though, isn't he? I think.
Yeah, he's missing it no matter what through his suspension.
Oh, yeah. Shit rule. When that, lovely. Cheers, Motherwell.
Sammy Spurs, Spanish people I know are hoping Hill handles the English game. As we all know, if technical players handle the physicality, that's a hell of a player, either going back or on the international stage. Yeah, I absolutely agree, Sammy Spur. And that's kind of what made Modric, I think, right, such a fascinating player. Was at the time a lot of people thought you had to be at least somewhat physically, built and hardened. But someone like Modric just showed that you can be technically brilliant enough to get away with, let's say, not being the strongest guy out there or the biggest guy out there. And as long as you're also kind of tough mentally, Dave, and as long as you're willing to take those hard challenges and be able to not get, let's say, intimidated by the physicality of the game, then I think you're sort of okay to go. And there's only so much you can do about, your sort of body type in the game, as long as you're technically gifted enough. But heavy pass from Harvey White there. Had a good chance to get another assist. He's had a good game, Harvey White. But yeah, Dave, I mean, he'll Messi, like if he took Modric's sort of kind of mental approach of not getting too intimidated by the physicality of the game, then he can basically just beef himself out a little bit, but he can just grow and grow as a player. And his technical expertise or his technical ability will outshine.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it will. It will. Again, Messi's technical ability will always outshine that. I think he's been good. I think he's been very good. I've been very impressed with Harvey White today so far as well, Jack. He's been brilliant in the middle.
Playing kind of like as I don't know, like he is sort of playing as kind of a creative midfielder, but he's also playing, it feels like, as kind of a false nine. I'm not even kidding. Like he's just dropping deep every time and he's turning like this and he's playing these beautiful little dimes. He's just basically playing the Harry Kane role, if anything.
Yeah, no, he's looked good.
He's dropping deep and he's trying to hold up the ball, trying to find others. It's really cool to watch, actually. Dark Sun G saying it's nice to have Kulu resting and ready for the restart of the season. Also, hopefully Ben Davies, Bentancur, and Højbjerg rest well too.
Oh, good play. That's a free.
Really proud of Korea. I bet you are really proud. And like I said, and like you said, Dark Sun G, with Kulusevski resting and, you know, getting back into things physically, mentally, training, just talking to Antonio Conte, it's almost like we have this sort of secret weapon that we never really had in the beginning of the season that now we're just bringing back fully rested, like fully ready to take on this next part of the season. While others might be tired, Dave, Kulusevski is kind of going into the season like gearing to go. I mean, he's probably just foaming at the mouth, ready to play in these games. And that's kind of a really good thing to have, and that Kulusevski, maybe compared to other players, is not tired at all.
No, and he'll be absolutely raging with the minutes he's missed so far. You know, he's just chomping at the bit to get back into it. So he is. And for me, I can't wait. I think he's going to be our player of the second half of the season, to be honest with you, Jack. I really do. He's even looked lively here today. He's looked good, looked sharp on the ball. You know, he's done well.
Yeah.
I can't wait for him to see him come back. I really think he's going to help take us to a new level in the second part of the season. Big up, Dark Sun G. Well observed, my man.
Ben Davies looked a little shaky for me, Dark Sun G, in the World Cup. I think he's going to miss, actually, the first game of the Premier League with some sort of stomach muscle injury. It looks like we've reached halftime as well, everybody. So I think a good showing, everybody. 3-0 so far for the boys. I'm not really sure how much of a break they'll even take for halftime, but plenty of things, I think, to actually discuss, because certain players, I think, have really impressed, and certain players that we know we don't really get to see a lot of course.
Before we get into the players, Jack, I just want to say, I think Tara Simpson has hit the nail on the head there, where he says, you know, I've been impressed with our build-up play. I like the way we're knocking about, finding our man with the passes. Now, look, I'm not naive or stupid enough to know that Motherwell aren't really bringing any intensity, but it's better than what we've seen before. At least they're knocking around good, crisp passes on it. We're doing well, Jacko.
Yeah, I think that's a good
3-0 up at halftime, you know.
I think that's a good point that Carl raises, though, that it's maybe a good sign, at least. I mean, don't read too much into it, but at least you could say these sort of patterns of play, right, Carl, that he's pointing out, Dave. He's pointing out that the patterns of play are looking really good. The sort of routines and the ways that Antonio Conte wants his team to build looks really effective at the moment. Of course, like you said, it's Motherwell, but it's also attractive, I think, you know, the way that we are kind of building at the moment. Absolutely right. And and I spoke about having Bentancur and Højbjerg back ready, Dark Sun G. I think it really is important to have them two rested and just sort of not, you know, exerting themselves too much in the World Cup. If any of the players I was really worried about maybe getting really far into the tournament, it probably was a Højbjerg or Bentancur, because they have been sort of, I mean, for the most part, our most consistent players this season, kind of our best players this season in a lot of ways as well. And if one of them went really, really far into the tournament, Dark Sun G, I think that could have hurt us in some ways, because I know that they're superhuman. I know they're built like absolute machines, but, you know, they're going to break at some stage, and they would have needed a big rest. And I'm not sure if they went far that they would have been given a good enough rest before the Premier League comes back. He also says, I love how the world sees Taylor as the terrible ref that he is, Anthony Taylor. I was really surprised to see he qualified as a World Cup ref. Papa Matasar did well in the World Cup, in my opinion. Yeah, he actually did get some good reviews from some people. Papa Matasar, Ali Gold liked him. I heard some other people don't even really know much about him that aren't even Spurs fans. Thought he looked progressive, thought he looked positive. He really likes to run about. I think he has a lot of energy. Of course, can cover a lot of ground too. very, very technical for, I think, someone his age too. But Anthony Taylor, I think, is just having a shocker this year. I mean, he's basically just, I don't know, he's not even really replaced anybody. He's a terrible referee. I think Dark Sun G, he's almost made it his own art form. And he has been probably, I think, the face behind a lot of the really, really bad decisions of this season. I think most of them have been Anthony Taylor. And also, weirdly, I feel like he's put himself in like the biggest of games too, like the biggest of clashes each weekend. It feels like Anthony Taylor is the one refereeing them. I don't know, but what do you think, Dave? Anything to Dark Sun G here on Anthony Taylor qualifying or Papa Montasar?
Look, all these refs are unfit for purpose, in my opinion. You know, they're all getting to the point now where they don't make decisions and just letting VAR intervene. You know, what's the purpose of having them there? They've got no backbone, to be honest with you. None of them do. I've no respect for any of them. Never did when I was a player, and I still don't know.
Yeah, there you are, Dark Sun G. Sammy Spurs saying halftime oranges. Yeah, that'd be nice to see. Maybe, I guess, actually, Conte being an Italian, that could probably make sense, Dave. You know, some oranges at halftime. I'm not really sure maybe what the Italians probably grew up with what they had at halftime. I'm not sure, Dave, but I bet an orange would probably make sense. Something kind of refreshing like that sounds nice, actually. I bet get the juices back in, get some citrus in them. Good to see. Good to see Joff in the house from Perth. Good to see you, Joff. Carl Simpson, like you said earlier, I have to say I've been really impressed with the build-up play. Hopefully a really good second half of the season. And we can't read too much into it, Carl, but I'm with you there. I think the patterns of play, like I said before, have been looking good. Paul Beatty, rumors around that Dyer will be traded with Blackpool for a wheelie bin full of traffic cones. Shrewd deal, an upgrade with future potential, and certainly going to be trying to save some money here and get Dyer off the books here. Ian Ferguson, the fifth Beatle, Hill Messi. You really do love to see a future Spanish national team captain. I wouldn't know about captain, Ian, but I think he's going to be in that national team by the next World Cup, if you ask me, especially if he is given a lot of minutes, let's say this January or onwards. And if he's given a lot of minutes from here onwards, I think he'll probably shine and he will show that he offers that sort of kind of dynamism, that kind of that willingness, that bravery that maybe certain Spanish players just didn't have this World Cup. It felt like a lot of them do just kind of love to just take 2 touches, pass it backwards, 2 touches, pass it backwards. And Hill Messi is not afraid to lose it. He's not afraid to take someone on and kind of make something happen. And maybe that's what they needed at this World Cup. Not obviously him, but they needed someone kind of like that. Nico Williams kind of maybe was that sort of player for them, a guy that just sort of created things out of nothing because he was brave enough to do so. And I think Hill Messi has, you know, kind of similarities to maybe kind of like a Nico Williams type player. So absolutely right there, Ian Ferguson. Dark Sun G says, I think Hill will play until Son is fully fit. Interesting. Dave, do you see Hill Messi kind of leaving right away in January on loan, or do you think maybe he might actually be given some games here and there, maybe given another chance, or how do you see Hill Messi's future kind of at the moment?
Well, we'll have a couple of FA Cups over the course of January. We always usually do. So, I mean, there will be some minutes there for him. Look, we know Conte wants to carry 2 in every position. So, unless we sign another player in the forward area, I see him sticking around. But, look, I like him. I think, you know, if he doesn't have the ball, he wants to go and get it. He's not afraid to work hard. And when he's on the ball, I think he's got good quality. I think he's shifty. You know, he got a good goal today, but before that, you know, he had a bit of unbelievable play on the right-hand side, moving the ball on the left, getting off a good shot. Look, I think we're sleeping on Gil a bit. I think he's got absolutely exceptional technical quality. Let's just see more of it. But at the same time, the guy needs to be given more minutes. I've been impressed with Jed Spence down the right. I think he's done well. Been very impressed with Harvey White in the middle. I think he's been knocking the ball around lovely, also getting stuck in. I'm impressed with how well he's filled out as well. He looks the part out there. Before, when I've seen him, you know, he's looked more like a kid amongst men, but now he actually looks like the part out there. Basuma, I think, has been good, some good movement, good play on the ball, and Kulu, I think, has been good. Plenty of positives. Second half does look like it's about to get underway. A lot of youngsters on the bench: Santiago, Niall John, Piscozzi, Jamie Donnelly, Lancashire. Be nice to see some of these guys come off the bench maybe somewhere in the second half. And get a few minutes as well. But 3-0 to the good. Let's kick off the second half. I'm just running to the Jacks quickly.
No worries, Dave. Killian Gobens, good to see you. Doherty legend. Like Dave said, he took his goal well. Got a little lucky, I would say, maybe with some of the defending and maybe some of the goalkeeping, but that's just the nous of Doherty. He knows how to take advantage of that. Killian, good to see you in the house, my friend. Waiting just for them to kick off, and I'm not going to pull a jack here on the timer. I'm going to get it sorted here, everybody. No yellow cards for me. Looks like we're waiting on the goalkeeper for Motherwell. He's getting kind of undressed here. Maybe he was trying to stay warm as long as possible. He has had a few howlers, so I guess he's just not really eager to come out. Oh, they haven't even, they're just kicking it about. Yeah, they're just taking they've even kind of taken, they've kind of made me look a bit foolish there. We're waiting on the Motherwell keeper here, everybody. In his big neon kit from head to toe as well, which you really wouldn't miss him. Really couldn't miss him. Dark Sun G as well with a super chat or saying, in my opinion, Taylor hates Son. First, he sends Son off. Second, he sent Conte off this year. Now he sent off the Korea manager for complaining about ending the game before we took a corner kick. He also ended Belgium game early. Interesting, Dark Sun G. Very, very, very interesting. Perhaps there is a bit of an anti-Spurs agenda from Mr. Anthony Taylor. Also, he felt, you could tell, very, very bad about giving us the win against Chelsea with some of his decisions, and he really made up for it with his refereeing against the likes of the scum. So you absolutely are maybe onto something there. And Belgium, of course, is a team that has a long history of Spurs players too, Dark Sun G, so I'm not surprised maybe he found a way to maybe screw them over in some sense. But we have kicked off here, everybody. If you do want to sync up, Doherty playing back to the keeper here, Brandon Austin. Hopefully he doesn't already have a howler because he has been. Yes, he does. He has not been good at possession, I must say, Brandon Austin. And that's a bit odd also for someone who's quite young. You would think he would be maybe a bit better on the ball, but he continues to give it away here. But also him, finding a way to screw over Korea. And I didn't even know that actually occurred. Let me know what game that was actually where Anthony Taylor was refereeing Korea. I wasn't able to catch all of Korea's games, Dark Sun G, because I was over in the West Coast where the time zone wasn't really very friendly to me. There was a 2 a.m. game, 5 a.m. games, and Korea had most of the 2 a.m. games and the 5 a.m. games. So I wasn't able to catch I was only able to catch, I think, the last game and maybe the second game of Korea, Dark Sun G. But Anthony Taylor, I agree. I think he's had a shocking year as a referee. I'm quite disappointed to see that he's even included at all in the World Cup. But nice little ball from Doherty to Kulusevski. Not the greatest of touches here, though. Deep in Motherwell's half. Beautiful link-up play from Brian Hill, Doherty, kind of the whole crew there. And looks like Doherty's on the left again with Jed Spence on the right. Basuma kind of roaming here. Hill Messi.
Good ball.
Oh, Doherty taking him out. Nice little touch inside. Top of the box. Skip.
Oh, Skip.
Kind of didn't know what to do.
I haven't been overly impressed with Skip today, actually, Jack. I don't think he's
haven't been. Yeah, haven't been overly impressed, right?
Yeah, haven't. Yeah.
Sanchez. He makes the tackle. But Dave, Dark Sun G maybe pointing out a bit of a good conspiracy here with Mr. Anthony Taylor and maybe a certain anti-Spurs agenda. He says, in my opinion, Taylor hates Son. First, he sends Son off. Second, he sent Conte off this year. And now he also sent off the Korea manager for complaining about ending the game before we took a corner kick. He also ended the Belgium game earlier. And we know there's a long list of Spurs Belgium players too, Dave.
Yeah, look, I've said this before. Anyone that doesn't support Tottenham absolutely hates Tottenham. Don't know why. It's always been like that ever since I've grown up. Sitting in the stands when I was younger, seeing teams come with the hatred, the fans come with the hatred that they did for Tottenham. But I relish in it. I actually enjoy it. I don't want anybody else to like us, to be honest with you. We're part of a unique club, and long may it continue. I don't want people to like us.
Killian Goodmans, he did. Dave, what is your opinion of Spence so far? He's looking great, I think, Killian. Dave, Spence, what would you say to Killian? Maybe needs that right wing back spot?
I think he's definitely throwing his name in the ring. Let's see if he gets more minutes come the 21st. That's the real game. If he gets minutes there, I think he's definitely put himself in the ring. Look, Doherty and Emerson only have themselves to blame that people want to see this kid, you know? They've only got themselves to blame. Now, Doherty actually hasn't been too bad today, bar that moment earlier on the breakaway that pissed me off. But apart from that, Doherty's actually done well at left wing back. But I think Spencer's done well today. I think it's nice just to see us not lose the ball over that side. We can pass it into the middle and get on the overlap. I've seen Doherty do that time and time again where he gives the ball away doing it. But today he's actually had a good game, Killian.
Yeah.
So you can get the Budweiser out the fridge today, Killian. He's got the seal of approval today. So
Good to see Tequila 316. Big up Irish in the flat cap, back to Spurs. Finally, this is the best World Cup game I've seen so far, Tequila. Good to see you, my man. Harvey White has been absolutely brilliant. That's the player I would say everybody has sort of surprised me today. Maybe a bit of a performance that might go under the radar. Maybe in this one, Harvey White. I think he's really looked excellent today, and he's played a very unorthodox position. He's played basically as a false nine today, everybody.
Yeah, and he's been much better than Skip as well. Matt Doherty here on the left. Ball to Gill.
Messi. Oh, Dave, that turn. I mean, he's
just ball in.
Dave, I mean, that shift, the way he just looks the other way. I mean, it's
he leaves him for dead.
He probably even loses his misses when they go on walks, Dave. You know, because he's just turning left and then she thinks they're going right. I mean, he's just so shifty. He's so shifty.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Eze. He's almost like Eze, a bit like kind of the snake hips, you know, with the way he kind of moves. Just like unbelievable.
No, he's done well. It's good to see people coming back to join us as well. I really appreciate you all coming back in and joining us. You know, we've missed you guys. You know, we've missed the helter and skelter of it all. You know, we're all having such a good time and good discussions before the break of the World Cup. It's ruined everything, but it's great to see you guys back in. But Jack, that step over from Gill, the Motherwell defender he's still going around in circles.
I think I actually accidentally looked to the other monitor there, Dave. I mean, he lost me that much. I ended up looking to the other screen. You know, it wasn't even a game on the other screen. Jet Spence for a cheeky little back heel. Doesn't pull off, though.
Oh, that was an unbelievable step over. The Motherwell defender will be taken off with dizziness now in a minute.
Dark Sun G, if we can get another Korean, I hope we go for Cho. Gyu Sung, who scored against us and scored a brace against Ghana. I remembered that, and I pointed that out, I think, on another channel I was on, Dark Sun G, that he had scored against us in the Korean All-Stars game. And scored a brace against Ghana, or get Kim Min-jae, Korea versus Ghana. You know, I've been talking about Kim Min-jae alongside you a long time, Dark Sun G. I think we kind of missed the boat or missed the option with him. I think we're going to have to find a way to trigger that sort of buy option or that release clause when it's available, unless Napoli find a way to convince him to sign a new contract where they get rid of that release clause. But for the time being, I think it's going to be hard to prize him away from Napoli. And it's also a club that really holds on to their players quite well, actually, to Napoli. So we really might have missed our chance there, I think, on Kim Min-jae. When it comes to Cho, though, I really like him. I think he's big, tall, athletic, really loves to throw his head at it, almost kind of Calvert-Lewin kind of esque, the way that he throws his head at it, Dark Sun G. He's looked absolutely brilliant. And I must say, the only maybe concern I would have, Dark Sun G, is I saw some kind of stories about how once people saw him, they were actually kind of almost even more infatuated with Cho than they are Sonny.
What
they
play by
think
Soma. Kulu!
Oh!
What play by us?
Harvey White. Jeez.
What play by what? It just goes to show how much he's grown. But what play by Basuma here? Look at that tight spaces. Brilliant. What an effort.
But Cho, I heard, was actually getting like a bunch of like DMs and like people asking him to marry him and like and things like that. And apparently he's kind of like the new handsome starlet of the Korean national team. So I read up on Dark Sun G. It's not really Sonny that's getting all the love anymore for his beauty. It's actually Cho. So maybe we might as well get two very handsome Korean forwards. You never know, Dark Sun G. Big up.
No, he had a very good World Cup. And I know they went out in the last game, but he had a very good game for them as well. Even in that game, he had a good game.
really appreciate your support, Dark Sun G. And I think you would also be happy, my man, to see that Harvey White has probably been one of the best players on the pitch today, my friend. He really has been unbelievable. And I know he's always wanted Harvey White to be on the bench, just see Harvey White just sort of kind of develop. I remember back in the day when we were in the dark days of Nuno and all that, Dark Sun G always wanted to see Harvey White be given more of a chance. And he's looked brilliant today. He really has.
No, he has. He has. Big up Dark Sun G. You should be proud of your nation, my man. Gave a very good account of themselves. Who's giving that away? Basuma gave that away. Motherwell in here. Well blocked. Who's that? Jaffa Tanganga. Well blocked. John Fitzpatrick says, Tottenham ain't getting Kessie. It's all paper talk. Completely agree with you, my man. Look, World Cup's going on. There's not much being done player-wise, this, that, and the other. And it's kind of like, you look at the rumors, it's all the same players we've been linked with before that we haven't got. Kessie, Amrabat, Adama Traore. I just don't understand how we're falling for it, if I'm being brutally honest. I mean,
or Leao, like Carl Simpson has just said, like Leao is one of AC Milan's best players, Carl. And also, we're coming up against AC Milan. Why would they sell their best player to us before we play them? And they also were more concerned about trying to give Leao a new contract. That's what they want to do, is give Leao a new contract. They're not trying to sell it.
What play by White into Kulu. To Matt Doherty on the overlap. He's looking good. He's right. Well wide.
Went for the curler.
That Rafael Leao one,
that's just fraud.
He scores a scream in the World Cup for Portugal, comes off the bench. Let's just say Tottenham are interested.
He's their best player. He's their best forward over at AC Milan, and we're going to play them in the Champions League. Like, there's
over there.
They're trying to give him a new contract is what really they're trying to do. They're trying to get him kind of tied down in the future for AC Milan. He hasn't actually made his future clear on where he wants to go. So it's not AC Milan offering Leao to us. Maybe it's Leao's agent offering, him to us, but that's not even true either, I would think.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's Leao maybe thinking about moving away from AC Milan. AC Milan want to keep Leao. They want to keep Leao.
100%. And look, that's why we haven't done any transfer stuff yet, because it's just like it's all smoke and mirrors right now, So I just don't want to be putting stuff out there that me personally I don't think is true. Oh, good play. We're under a lot of pressure there. That's good maneuver of the ball.
Well done, Brendan Austin. First completed pass.
Someone asked, is there any subs yet? No subs yet, my man. No subs yet. I reckon you'd probably see them in around 65, 70 minutes. You get a few youngsters on. Sanchez.
Basuma. I think Basuma's looked better between him and Skip. He's looked probably better.
Skip has been non-existent. Skip has barely touched the ball. Been very disappointed with Skip today. Harvey White has looked a better player. That's a free kick. We'll take that. Get everybody into the box.
I've just been impressed with a variety of things about Harvey White. Like, his hold-up play has been good. His touch has been good. His ball in behind has been good. His that chance where he had to have a shot was good.
Yeah. There's a lot of players warming up now as well, so I'd say it'll probably be in the next 5-10 minutes. You'll see a lot of them come on. They're all warming up down here on the down by the free kick. Kulu's over the ball, though. Is it Kulu?
Yeah, it is. He's whipping it in here.
Shit ball in. Picks up on the edge of the box, though.
That was Harvey White or Skip? Yeah. Basuma tracking it down.
Hold him up. Well done. Motherwell on the ball. Goes for the switcher play. Jed Spence, well read. Well read. We're on the counter here now. Gil Messi storming through the middle.
Oh, look at that hair flowing in the wind. Oh, Harvey White! Oh, with the right-footed shot.
Weaker foot.
God,
right foot is his weaker foot. He's left foot.
Looking like Harry Kane, Dave, just with the back of the head and everything. And just, it really is. It's funny to see Harvey White here. He really has. It just looks different. Just looks different. He's built different now, everybody, Harvey White. He's built different.
Motherwell making a good few changes here. Looks like they're about to make a whole 11 change here, to be honest with you. Absolutely everybody's walking off.
Yeah.
The whole team.
Spurs putting on a new
Someone
keeper.
Needs to count them to make sure there's not going to be 12 or 13 on the pitch.
Dark Sun G saying it's time to use White in the cup. He deserves it, and he grew well. Yeah, and he's grown well physically. It looks like he's grown well mentally. The way he sees the game, Dark Sun G, he's having like an absolute ball. It looks easy for him against this Motherwell team. And you think about it, other players, maybe it's looked less easy for them. Whereas for Harvey White, he's playing a different position. He's playing like an unorthodox sort of kind of position for him. Probably being asked a lot of him, if you ask me. He's been brilliant today, really has. Like, and just maybe says Dark Sun G, there's definitely some quality there.
100% there is. Look.
And he's grown a lot just physically. He really does look much taller.
It looks like
and
it's
bigger.
helping Jack.
Yeah.
It looks like growing physically and you know, getting taller and bulkier. It looks like it's helping him. He's able to hold up the ball under pressure. He's just been brilliant. He's just been linking absolutely everything. Like, if you look, anytime we get the ball, he drops in, gets the ball, and moves.
Looks like a number 9. He looks like a number 9.
He barely even takes 2 touches on the ball. He's been absolutely brilliant.
He's looked like a good false number 9 for us, really, Dave. Really has. Sanchez giving it away again.
He's been really good. So
forcing Skip to give away a foul there.
He's been very poor.
Well, Skip had to give away a foul there because Sanchez, I think, he had to take him down because of Sanchez's pass.
Big up Shryan Segal, channel member. He says, yo, what's up? Good to see you in, brother. Good to see you in. Level Alert, great to see you back. Sammy Spur in here. El Jefe, good to see you back, my man. I hope you're keeping well.
Oh, El Jefe, legend. Beautiful people.
Killian Gubin's in there as well, Jacko. Big old Killian.
Yes, and he says, love this channel, guys. You deserve so much respect for the excellent content and time you put in this excellent channel. Love you guys, David and Jack legends. You're the legend, Killian. And I'm glad to see that Doherty's been given some minutes for you today, my friend. And we really appreciate you tuning in whenever you do, Killian, because you just bring a good energy, just bring some good fun to the chat. And it's always just good to see you in here, my man. You're absolute legend. And we've honestly not been as good as we usually are with the content during this World Cup break, but that's because, kind of like Dave said before, we also don't want to kind of invent things maybe when it comes to Spurs news and things like that. We want to just sort of keep it what we think is relevant, keep things that we think is our good talking points and what we think are good news and etc. And once kind of Spurs are back and going again, we'll be going back with the content like we were. And maybe also, like Dave brought up before, Killian, we were going at a really good rate. Felt like everybody was really vibing along, despite maybe the results not going very well. We were going at a really good rate and a really good pace. And the World Cup, of course, has just been kind of a big sort of kind of, what would you say, kind of stop or halt, at the time being. And we're going to get back into the shape of things, but really appreciate you, Killian. Really do. Yeah,
big up, Killian. Let me know if you're going to be joining me for an Ireland game, my man. I got my season ticket at the ready for next season, so let me know if you're going to join us. You can you get Doherty on full display there, so you will, my man. But look, we took a wee break. I'll be quite honest. I actually needed it. I was getting a bit burnt out with it all, and plus it was just what made it harder was the way Spurs were playing. That October period really took a lot out of me, but I'm back now, refreshed. Jack's back now, refreshed. And look, hopefully Tottenham are back now as well. Hopefully this is the start of Tottenham being back full-time, dominating the press and everything else again. So, yeah, look, we'll have plenty of content coming your way. Don't worry about that, Killian. But I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's supported us the first half of the season and this second half of the season. You guys are the ones that keep us going, you really do keep us going. So big up everybody, really appreciate it. And look, I like to think this channel is for the fans and about the fans. So all the fan shows will be back when the games are back, after games, Mondays, Fridays, etc., for you guys to keep coming on and having your say. And we're also designing new ways for you to get involved, along with a few new different ideas worth of content. So there's plenty to look forward to, my man. Big up, Killian. He's just buzzing that he scored, Jacko. That's what it is. He's absolutely loving it.
Good man, Killian. Really appreciate you, my friend. Basuma here. Can he lead the counterattack? Finds Messi out on the wing. No, Kulusevski. Kulu goes for a ping into Doherty.
Lucky. Oh, he's clattered him.
Got manhandler. Absolutely clattered him. Dark Sun G saying, Jesus injured. Oh, too bad for the Gooners. Great for us, though. I brought this up, Dark Sunji, that I felt like we had such horrible luck with injuries during that first half of the season, and the Gooners really had none whatsoever. And it is sort of their turn, I think, to sort of kind of feel maybe in some shape or form what we were going through that first half of the season, because they had basically clean health bill for the majority of the season with their best players. Whereas with us, it was, I don't know, I think the only player was like Emil Smith-Rowe or something that's like really been out for them. But they have plenty of those type of players available to them. And so we're missing some of our best players and some of our most vital and crucial positions. And be interesting to see how they cope with it. That's for sure. And hopefully they go through kind of a similar bad luck as that we did, because we really did have it really unlucky at a certain stage. We didn't have any of our strikers, didn't have any of our other backup wingers, didn't have any center backs. It was getting rough. It was getting
scarce, all right. But do you know what I will say, Dark Sun G, as well, is my man, Arsenal aren't beyond the gettable. What are we, 8 points behind them? I think we're 8 points behind them at stage last season and still get top 4. So, you know, I wouldn't put it past us to be able to close the gap on them again, to be honest with you. And Jesus is a huge loss for them. Hopefully get another 1 or 2. And it'll be absolutely brilliant for us, my man. Big up, Dark Sun G. Level Art is with you, Jacko. He believes Harvey White is he the next Harry Kane? Look, he's doing well, my man. He's doing very well. Alex Lewis says, is the match only on Spurs TV? It is, my man. It's on Spurs Play. And Shreyan's Cigar says, how's DJ Spence playing so far? Yeah, look, do you know what? I think he has come out of the game in the second half, if I'm being brutally honest. But first half, he had a good game, in my opinion.
Yeah, he had an excellent game in the first half. I think he's been a bit quieter this one, maybe because the game hasn't really come to him yet, you could say. But Level Earth, he's wearing that number 9, and he's looking fits him right now, that number 9, Harvey White. It really does.
He's been the player. Him and Gill, I would say, have been 2 players I've been most impressed with outside of Kulu. I think Kulu's done well as well. Basuma's done well. Doherty's actually had a decent game. Tanganga's had a decent game, but for me, I think Harvey White. I think I've been really impressed with him and Gill as well.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Skip getting taken down there. Hopefully, the referee does.
He's got a massive
got to protect the players here.
Skip does. He's got a big point to prove. He's being poor today. Harvey White has looked so much better.
They are playing entirely different positions, but it is to be said that Basuma has also just looked a lot better next to him today. And if anybody thinks that he would be ahead of Basuma, I don't really think that's the case, especially with looking at today. Too, Basuma's just been much, much better.
Harvey White is a centre midfielder by trade, though. He's not naturally
it's true.
a player that plays further up. He's actually playing out of position.
Maybe if we can, I don't know, if in the next game versus Nice, could we try to start him in the midfield instead of playing him up top? Because that would be nice, right? To get a bit of a picture of what he plays like in midfield and instead of just up top.
It'll be interesting to see if he gets game. I don't think he will, because the way it was worded was that the next game is for players coming back off the World Cup. But, you know, they will have to make substitutions, though, Jack, with the game on the 26th. So there will be minutes there for Harvey White, surely.
Lovely bit of skill again from him there. Lovely hold up, getting taken down. Lazy 8, Morning Harris Army and Flat Cap Army about to get on the R train. Anything good happen in this? 3 goals to the good right now, Lazy 8. But I would say Harvey White is the one that you should have on your mind right now. He has looked absolutely excellent. He's played as a number 9, like a false 9, dropping deep. Jet Spencer behind. Oof.
Oh.
Close there. But Lazy 8, I would say on your R train journeys, you know, while you're kind of passing through the tunnels on your way from Brooklyn into the big scary Manhattan, just be knowing that Harvey White is the one that's going to be keeping you safe. He's looking really good. He's also grown a few inches. He's looking tall. He's looking about as tall as you, actually, Nick, and probably about as built as you as well, I would say. He's looking like a proper number 9. So Harvey White has been the real revelation today. Hill Messi has looked really good, as he always does, but you already knew that. Kulusevski and Basuma, of course, have looked good too, but that's what I would say at this time being my Nick, is Harvey White is the one that you should be thinking about on the train.
Yeah, for sure. He's had a brilliant game. Nick. I'm sure you'll probably get the game on Spurs Play later on, but he's been I think he's been good. I've really enjoyed him.
He's about to ping. Who's number 14 that's come on?
Niall John.
He's playing left wing back by the looks of it. Matt Doherty has been taken off, or he's been shifted to right wing back. It looks like Jed Spence has been taken off. I think Jed Spence has been taken off.
It makes sense. He has kind of come out of the game a little in the second half, to be fair. Let's have a look. No, is that not?
Who's number 14? Because Jed Spence was wearing number 7. Oh, I see Jed Spence now. It's not a great camera angle, so now I see him. Oh, I don't know who number 14 is. Who is number 14, though? He's playing like a left wing back.
I think it's Niall John, number 14, Jacko.
Interesting. Is Matt Doherty been taken off then?
I don't know. I thought I seen Matt Doherty there a second ago along with Spence. Maybe I didn't. It's hard to tell. The sun with the camera angle, it's hard to tell what's going on over that far side.
I do love that Kulusevski is decided to wear the number 10.
He's been brilliant today. He's led this team well.
Oh,
that's Jed Spence.
He'll mess
that's
it.
good.
Jed
Spence
shifty.
is still there. Number 7 is still there, so it has to be. Yeah, it must have been Matt Doherty. No, but there's Matt Doherty running over there.
What's he doing then? Where is he playing?
I wonder, was it a Sanchez or a Tanganga that's come off?
Interesting. Maybe we've switched to a back 4. We could have switched to a back 4. Alfie Devine there. He's itching to come on. Spence.
We'll play. That's a corner kick. Come on, Tottenham. Let's go and get number 4.
The outlet would have been really probably frightened to see Docadinho taken off. Probably would have actually turned off. Maybe probably would have found no reason to watch anymore at that stage.
Kulu's on this. Let's see if Kulu. Go on, Kulu. Give us a good delivery. It's a good ball in. Yes! Come on!
Harvey White! Harvey White! Come on!
Matt Doherty.
No, but it looked like Harvey White tapped it in off Matt Doherty's head. At least that's what I saw. Let's have a look at this again. Because I saw number 9 smashed it in, unless the ball was already over the line.
Yeah, Harvey White's over there to say thank you.
Ball looked maybe the ball was already over the line, but goes off Matt Doherty, and maybe it already went in. Maybe it already went in.
Yeah, Matt Doherty with the header. Matt Doherty with 2 goals. Done well. He got up well there. Come on, Tottenham. He got up well there.
Matt. There he is. I mean, the outlet is now probably very, very excited, Dave. He might have even spilled his drink, maybe even spilled the chips, on the floor, saying Matt Doherty score. A brace for Matt, Dave.
Oh, buzzing. It's madness. Do you know what, Jack? He's took the 2 goals well as well. That header got up well and put it into the bottom corner, but also earlier on to cut back in on his right foot the way he did. Look, wasn't the cleanest of strikes, but got his reward. So he did.
Yeah. I think he's playing as a right back now. I think we have switched to a back 4. Sanchez is just Sanchez. And it's a bad pass from Matt Doherty as well, I think, back into him. But Matt Doherty grabbing the brace there, I mean, it's lovely to see for Kylian Gubbins and for the outlet. Certainly is. And maybe a really good sign that for anybody interested in Matt Doherty, or anybody that wants to take him off our hands.
I hope so. Kylian Gubbins is saying Doherty again. He's loving it. Level Earth says, what's your predictions for the World Cup quarterfinals, guys? Look, I'll go on today's games. Argentina, Netherlands. I think Argentina wins. And what's the other game going on, Jacko?
Brazil, Croatia.
I think this where you see Croatia bow at the tournament, if I'm being honest.
I'd be more, if you were to look for an upset, you probably would say Netherlands, I think, have a better chance of an upset.
Yeah.
I think Argentina have not looked as convincing as Brazil have.
Yeah.
Sure. And also that Croatian defense with Gvardiol is amazing. Gvardiol has looked absolutely incredible, but I'm a bit worried about that defense maybe coming out against Brazil. That Brazil attack is ridiculous. You have to be a very good defense against that team.
Just saying to people out there, we've got 120 watching, only 52 likes. Come on, let's smash that like button. Let's get that situation up and running again. Let's everybody get on that like button, smash it, and let's get it up to over 100. Spurs are about to make a whole raft of changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players getting ready to come on there. So it looks like we could make a whole team change here for the last 15 minutes or so.
Even Antonio Conte probably thinking about getting on.
Oh, well done, Basuma.
Ooh, Harvey White dragging him down there.
I'd love to see him score.
He's gone with also the... He's even toughened up, Dave, by not even going with the undersleeves or anything, right? He's not gone with the long sleeves today either, Harvey White.
Here we go. Here's all the substitutions. Jed Spence is off.
Let's see if we can recognize some of these guys. I see Spascazzi. I see Niall John.
Donnelly.
Is there a Lancashire in there? I see Alfie Devine. Is that Fagan Walcott?
Is that Santiago left on the bench there, I wonder? No, there he is. There's Santiago. So just give us a minute, guys. Just trying to work out the bearings exactly who's coming on and for what. They're after making 8, 9 changes here. It looks like Kulu's gone anyway. Gill is gone. So we've got Santiago, Donnelly, and Lancashire, it looks like, up front.
We still haven't even figured out who number 14 is, because that's not Niall John, number 14.
No. Can you get up the substitute bench again, Jack? For yourself. Just call it out. I'll tell you who he is. I'll know his name as soon as you say it.
Oh, it's Lee Mundell.
That's it. Mundell, yes.
Okay, I now see it here.
I remember seeing him for the under-21s that game I watched where it fucking bored the life out of me.
Okay, I can probably now get a semblance of here. Number 21, it looks like we're looking at, as Alfie Dorrington playing left-sided center back. I think we're continuing playing a back four here. Number 15 has gone into the middle. That's Alfie Devine.
Surprised he didn't get a few more minutes. He could have came on earlier for Skip.
Definitely could have. I agree. Number 16 is Santiago Alonso. 17 is Pascazzi. 18 is Niall John. This year, number 20 is Jamie Donnelly.
Yeah, he's a good player, Jack, this kid.
Yeah, he had a great touch there.
He's a good goal scorer as well. He scored an absolute screamer there, I think, too. It was like last week. An absolute screamer, lad, for the underage. I might actually go and give that a chance now, because the game I watched was a lot of Spurs' best underage players weren't really playing. Oh, my God. Who is that?
Pascazzi.
Oh, Lord. That's shocking. He went to kick the ball with his right foot and it ended up coming off his left. That's bad.
Looking a little nervous out there, Mr. Pascazzi.
You got 15 minutes. Don't screw it up, kid.
William Lancashire is number 19.
So here we got it. Dorrington for Spence, Donnelly for Doherty. And that's all they've given us. Thanks, Spurs play.
It's definitely not what happened.
They're all over the shop. Motherwell with the corner here, though. Get up. Well done.
Carlos Simpson, so many subs. I'm surprised that Defoe and Yaya haven't come on. Defoe would definitely try to sneak on. He's got a competitive edge, Defoe. He would love to get a goal and sneak on. He seems like he's probably even, I don't know. Defoe he played as long as he could, too. That's how much he loves scoring, you could tell.
Stellini's at right back, Karen.
Subbed himself on at right back and tried to sneak himself on there.
Oh, Motherwell. Look at the cut in here. Spurs just throwing absolutely everybody behind the ball.
It's just brilliant. Yeah, throwing the kids on just to throw everybody behind the ball. It's lovely to see.
Motherwell is starting to get a bit going forward, though.
Already out of play.
It's a goal kick, ref.
I guess not.
Right, just run with it, Mundial. Give it to Santiago.
Oh, he's like a right-footed left back here. Interesting.
Dorrington.
Always love an inverted left back, Dave.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, who
No,
gave
that's
it away
shocking.
there? Is that Niall John? I think it was.
Yeah,
Poor from Niall John.
very poor. It's not kids' football you're playing now, lad. It's gone out wide. Monday are looking to close him down. Along with Santiago. It's a ball across.
Ooh, good clearance. Given
No,
away
that's
by
rubbish.
Alfie. Bad foul as well.
Shocking touch.
Really bad touch by Alfie.
Just ran into trouble there.
Conte is coming on with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah. Dave Hamilton says, would love to have seen this game in person. Motherwell is my home team and Tottenham is my favourite English team. Well, big up, my man. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
The Dave Hamilton derby.
Yeah, the Dave
and
Hamilton
the Lewis
derby.
Park derby. And the Lewis Park derby.
Dave Hamilton and Lewis Park. What's going on up there in Motherwell? You just love it. You just love Tottenham. And Bodie Murphy says, your man the match. Well, look, my man, we'll be getting to that very, very short. Look, for me, I'm not even going to actually put up names, to be honest with you. I'm actually going to give my man the match to... I think there's 4 players in the run, and I think Harvey White has to be in there. Gil Messi. I think Matt Doherty scored 2 goals in Kulu. I'm going to go Harvey White, to be honest, because he surprised me more than anything.
I would just say, since it's friendly, it's more like, trying to, if you're wanting to learn anything, if you want to try to take anything from it or take anything out of this game, you would say Harvey White has been the one that probably has surprised a few. That maybe wasn't, I wouldn't say if you had any sort of kind of pre-match thoughts going into this one, you didn't really think Harvey White was going to be the one that was probably going to take over as kind of the air, let's say, in terms of what we're going to be talking about. So Harvey White, I think, does get the man of the match just by how much we found ourselves probably talking about him.
Yeah, I think he's definitely...
he's been a revelation, maybe, if anything. He's been a revelation this game, definitely, in some ways. Just like we've changed our whole perspective on Harvey White.
Yeah, he's had a very good game.
Big up, Killian.
I'm putting up a poll now, guys, so everyone can vote.
God, wow, now they're flashing the substitutes. They're really, this guy is like 40 minutes behind the game here, Dave.
He probably ran off to grab a cup of soup or a cup of coffee, Jay. He was freezing. So, guys, the poll is up there now, so everybody get your votes in. Who is your man of the match? Harvey White, Gil Messi, Matt Doherty, Dejan Kulusevski, already 7 votes in, and Kulu is up at 43%. So, guys, everybody get your votes in. It's at the pin to the chat there if anyone's looking for it. I know it's gone up a bit prematurely, but this game's over. We're 4-0 up. All the guys have come off the pitch as well. It's only youngsters out there now. But again, this is a good opportunity for one of them, Jack, to, I know we're 4-0 up, but if they want to make an impact, if they want to say, they want people to go, Jesus, look at him, get on the ball, make shit happen.
Yeah, now's their
chance.
Don't
just start cruising it around because you're 4-0 up, because ultimately you'll never catch the eye and you won't break through. So, it's a good opportunity for these guys to grab by the scruff of the neck and look to get at them. It does look like, though, they're not handling the physicality of the Motherwell right now, though.
Yeah.
These youngsters.
Yeah, we're also giving it away quite easily.
Alfie Devine has been shit since he's come on. He's given the ball away a number of times.
I think the one player that I guess hasn't come on is Max Robson.
Who's he?
I have no idea.
I thought Charlie Sawyer's actually done well, actually.
Yeah.
In that left side of centre back.
Interesting that he even started in general, though, right? Interesting that he started with the big kids, you could say, with the big boys, right? He started with them.
Well, I think you would say the players that sort of started today are probably the ones that more than likely have a chance of coming through. But what move here by Tottenham? It's 4-on-2. Surely this has to end in the back of the net.
Oh, no.
That was
John.
poor. Just got caught up between his feet.
Mundell.
But I would say Harvey White, Charlie Sawyers.
Good ball from Mundell. Oh, how'd he not finish?
Oh, my God.
That's Santiago. How'd he not finish?
He headed it straight down into the ground. I think that's Jamie Donnelly, is it? Yeah, I think that's Donnelly.
Great
Oh my
ball.
God.
Oh my,
It's
how do you
easier
not
to
finish?
miss than score.
It's Lancashire. That's Lancashire.
Yeah. Oh, Jack,
Wow.
it's easier to score than miss. All you got
I
to do
don't
is let
think he
that hit
made
off your head.
connection. I just don't think he made connection. Yeah, I just don't even think he just missed it.
Wow. Jeez, that's a bad miss. But I would say big up to Charlie Sawyers though, Jack, because I remember watching him. Remember that under 21s game, I don't know, or whatever you want to call it now, under 23, I don't care.
Yeah.
He was absolutely atrocious. He was shocking. I was pissed off with him that day. He gave everything away. He looked ropey defensively in that. And even just seeing him today, to see how much he's come on is
He looked less
good.
shaky than Sanchez. All you had to do is just compare him next to Sanchez, and he looked far less shaky than Sanchez.
I think I'll go back to watching some of these underage games again.
He just looked much less shaky than Sanchez. I think Sanchez gave it away a few times and probably got away with the fact that he was coming up.
Trust me, the game I watched Charlie Sawyers, he looked exactly like Sanchez on the ball and stuff like that. But today, he looked really good, and that's the guy we picked up from the lower leagues last season. If anybody remembers, Charlie Sawyers, that's where we picked him up from, and to see him, come through and get his game today and play well, because trust me, when I watched him, he was atrocious. Oh, well in.
Good to see Conte also just yelling at the boys still from the bench.
Yeah.
Really is funny to see.
It's great to see.
He looks very, very cold this afternoon, Conte.
Rob Domino, it's good to see you, my man. Harvey White has the great habit of always rising to the occasion. Wonderful player to watch. Good to see you guys back in the hot seats also. Great to see you. The Sengo Mokoena says, I miss Spurs. I can't wait for the watch-alongs. Love your content, guys. But big up, my man. I can't wait for them either. Do you know what? They're my favorite, the watch-alongs. I know I can get annoyed and aggravated and shit like that, but I wouldn't trade them in for the world, my man. Brian Dempsey says, late to the party, boys. Hope you're doing well. Dave and Jack, we're doing great, my man. Big yourself up. And Carl Simpson, South End, you're correct. That's the team they brought him for. Beyond 72 says, Motherwell and Spurs. That must be rough times, lol. No, it's been a decent watch, actually, to be fair, for a behind the scenes friendly, to be fair. Hasn't it, Jack, actually? For a behind the closed doors game, it's actually been good, no?
I think maybe Beyond 72 is speaking to some of the people that are Motherwell and Spurs fans at the same time.
Yeah.
Because maybe perhaps they were thinking that a better local team would be nice. But some people just, they're gluttons for punishment there, there, my friend. There's some that they can be gluttons for punishment.
So you can't play championship or lower league teams around because they're all back now, aren't they? They're all back this weekend. So that's why we couldn't get any of them. That's why we've had to go over the border.
Oh, bad giveaway from Niall John.
These youngsters have just been shit.
Niall John's really had 2 bad giveaways.
So, oh my God, it's so sloppy.
Brian Dempsey, good to see you in here, my friend. Good to see you in here.
There's a massive gap between the first team and this under 21 team. A huge gap.
Big up, Peter.
Big up, Peter. Good to see you, my man. Great to see you in as well. Peter Cape, great to see you. I've not missed Spurs, but surely missed the watch-alongs, Dave. Cheers on. Nah, big up, Peter. I've missed Spurs. I'm not going to lie. You know, I think it was about a week into it, into the World Cup. I was like, Jack, I actually saw Spurs back.
Oh, sir. Wow. We're just giving it away. We can't even string 2 passes together. Can't even string 2 passes together.
There's a massive drop-off in quality in there. It's concerning, actually.
It's concerning because Motherwell either have put on their better players but I don't think they have. I think they were probably playing their better players, and so I'm confused about this, Dave. Right? In that, is Motherwell putting on their better players in this half in this stage, or is
I haven't a clue. Celtic Rangers ask me about it all day long. Motherwell completely insignificant to my life. I haven't a clue, Jack.
I wouldn't know either. That's what I'm just
I would imagine
I'm
trying the best players, though. Right?
I would imagine so too. So that's what I'm curious, is that has Motherwell also put on their, let's say, less talented, their worst players, and they're playing right around us at the moment. Like they're just.
Who's the guys in the chat? Who's the 2 guys in the chat, Motherwell fans? Let us know. Where is he? David Hamilton. What's the other guy's name, Jack?
Lewis Park. Lewis Park.
Yeah, Mr. Park. Let us know. Guys, but good to see you. He says, I've missed to watch Spurs and your watch-alongs. Big up, boys.
Big up,
You
Elias.
know what? It's really been heartwarming to see people popping in and just saying, missed the watch-alongs, this, that, and the other. You know, I really, really do appreciate it, guys. It means a lot. It's really heartwarming.
Big up, Elias. The absolute legend. Piscazzi.
Elias Dyer's #1 fan. My new enemy.
Here we
Dorothy.
are. Mundell. Sizing him up here.
Santiago.
Who's number 12 again? Oh, Max Robson might be on. Maybe he's not. I don't know at this stage.
I wonder where Tyler Ashcraft is. Guy we signed in the summer for the underage teams.
Has anybody in this kind of new crop of players impressed at all?
No, even Alfie Devine's been shit, and that guy has a huge future in the game. Huge future.
Oh, he gets stuck in here. Lancashire.
Don't shoot from there.
Oh, he went for a cross. Good pressure from Santiago.
Oh, well done. 1 minute left to go here in normal time, guys. I doubt you're going to see the official up with the board with extra time.
Be lovely if they've been keeping, the referee pointing at the watch, for time wasting. Be hilarious.
Surprised they don't arrange friendlies for referees to manage to get back into the swing of things.
Alfie.
That's better.
Try to find him there.
I just look at these youngsters coming on. I'm not sure any of them have really put their name in the hat whatsoever, if I'm being brutally honest. Like they just came on just to kind of see out the game. And for me as a youngster, you can't do that. You've got to take things into your own hand and impress in these sort of minutes. Because when are they going to get to play like this in front of Antonio Conte again, Jack?
Very true. Good tackle, though.
It's a real opportunity for them to put their name in the ring. And even just for like cup games, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely right. To get on the bench and get an opportunity in case it all goes well. There it is, 90 minutes called. Well done to the boys.
I thought that was a very good showing from Tottenham today, Jack, to be honest with you. Very impressed, very happy. Goal scorers today, guys. You've got Dejan Kulusevski, Matt Doherty with 2, and Gil Messi with the other one as well. And it ends 4-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. I have to say, I thought we looked actually very good up until we brought all the youngsters off on the pitch. But all in all, a very good showing. Thought Gil Messi took his opportunity today. Thought Kudu led the line and led the team absolutely brilliantly. Harvey White, really, really impressed with today.
Yeah.
Skip non-existent. Basuma, I thought, was very good. Doherty, 2 goals, actually had a good game today. Spence, very good game in the first half. Second half, kind of went out of the game. But all in all, Jack, a good day.
Yeah, I think a very good day. If you were to take anything away from it, like David said there, I would say Gil Messi always looking good as he does. Kulusevski, we know, is just itching to get into it and just itching to start playing some real Premier League games and start leading the line and being that player that we've been missing. Harvey White was kind of a bit of a revelation, if you will, playing as that sort of false 9, a position that I didn't even know he could play or didn't even know that he felt like he could do a job in, but he certainly did and more than did a job and in fact impressed me in a lot of different ways. So Harvey White, I would say, if anything, is sort of the person you should be thinking about after this game. Of course, we'll probably do a watch along for the OGC Nice game as well.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think this weekend, we're going to try to continue to look at the channel, see what improvements we can make. But of course, there's the podcast, which we just did yesterday, everybody. And it's a really good discussion of a podcast. And also, we've made a lot of improvements to it, a lot of sort of new segments and whatnot that we want you all to get involved in as well, everybody. And also look out for everybody that has a flat cap membership and above this weekend for a community post where you can get involved in the podcast and get your kind of ideas and your sort of comments and opinions up on it. So that's what I would say, everybody, is check out the podcast, listen to it so you can hear all the new improvements and segments that we've added to it so you can get involved.
100%. And look, hopefully next week now with Tottenham back in training and everything, things will ramp up. There'll actually be some good discussions to have next week, maybe about a Harvey White. Do you actually now keep Gil Messi around? Do you give Jed Spence that opportunity to impress? Does Doherty now have to play on the left instead of Session? You know, there's a few good talking points for next week. So this week we'll just finish off sort of putting together the finishing pieces going forward. And then next week we should be back at it absolutely full throttle. Don't worry, me and Jack will have plenty of content coming your ways. Just wanted to try and prove the channel why we can and just find ways of getting you guys involved. And I think we've done that. I think we found a way of doing it as well. Plus, also next week I'll be uploading a daily Tottenham question into the community section or up as a short. I'm going to be testing your guys' knowledge. Just a simple quiz question every single day, just to keep your guys' knowledge ticking over for the quizzes that we will be bringing along as well.
There you are, everybody. We'll leave it there, and we'll see you soon on the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button on your way out, everybody. Come on, you Spurs, and in Conte we trust.
Come on, you Spurs. In Conte we trust. Big up Harvey White.